High above the slumbering world, nestled in the velvet folds of the night sky, shimmered a star named Luna. Unlike her countless brethren who sparkled with predictable rhythm, Luna possessed a unique, almost defiant, inner light. It pulsed gently, like a heartbeat against the vast darkness, a soft glow that seemed to hold a secret warmth while other stars traced their ancient paths with quiet acceptance. Luna felt a peculiar connection to the tiny blue planet below. She watched the swirling clouds, the dance of auroras, and especially the flickering points of light from human homes. Wondering about the lives unfolding there, she wasn't content with distant observation. A yearning, deep and inexplicable, tugged at her starlight essence. It was a longing not just to shine, but to truly be seen, to connect with the world she admired from her silent, celestial perch far below. In a small cottage nestled beside a whispering forest, lived a young girl named Elara. Her world had recently dimmed. A profound loneliness settled upon her after the loss of her grandmother. Her dearest friend and storyteller. Nights were the hardest. One particularly quiet evening, seeking solace, Elara crept onto the dew-kissed grass in her backyard. Wrapped in a worn, comforting blanket, she tilted her head back, tears tracing silent paths down her cheeks. And there, amidst the familiar constellations, her gaze was drawn to Luna. It wasn't the star's brightness that captured her, but its persistence. That steady, warm pulse amidst the cold, twinkling indifference of the others. In that gentle light, Elara felt an unexpected whisper of understanding, a silent acknowledgement of her sorrow. Hello. She breathed into the stillness, a fragile word carried away by the night breeze. Yet somehow feeling heard from that night on, a silent ritual began. Elara would find her spot on the grass, bundled against the chill, and look for Luna. She shared her day, the small triumphs, the lingering sadness, her hopes, whispered like secrets to the sky. Luna, in turn, seemed to listen. Her light would shimmer slightly brighter when Elara spoke of happiness, softened to a deeper, comforting gold when tears fell through the changing seasons, the crisp autumn nights smelling of wood smoke, the brittle cold of winter where their breath mingled like mist, the gentle warmth of spring carrying floral scents. Their bond deepened. Luna became Elara's steadfast companion, a silent witness and a source of quiet strength. The star anchored the girl, reminding her she wasn't truly alone in the vastness of the world, that her feelings, like starlight, mattered and could be seen across unimaginable distances. One cool autumn evening, a tremor ran through the heavens. It wasn't a sound, but a shift. A cosmic sigh older than time. Luna felt it first, a powerful, ancient pull, the inevitable call of the falling. Every star, in its destined time, must succumb, streaking across the sky in a final, brilliant sacrifice of light. Luna watched in dread as one of her kin surrendered, blazing a glorious, ephemeral path earthward. The call intensified within her own core, a gravitational command impossible to ignore. For long panic, cold and sharp, pierced her luminous being below. Elara gasped, pointing at the fleeting beauty, unaware of the dread chilling her own celestial friend. Luna looked down at the tiny figure bathed in her light, feeling the girl's innocent wonder mix with the familiar ache of her own loneliness. The cosmic pull demanded surrender, but a fiercer force flared within Luna, the refusal to abandon Elara to the dark. As the cosmic pressure mounted, Luna gathered all her will, all the ancient energy burning within her core. She poured her essence into resisting the inexorable pull, focusing every particle of her being on remaining fixed above Elara's home. The effort was agonizing. Her light, usually a steady beacon, began to flicker violently. Brilliant white one moment, a dim, struggling ember. The next she felt herself straining, stretching thin against the universe's decree below. Elara watched in growing alarm. The comforting, steady glow she relied on was faltering, becoming erratic and pain. No, Elara whispered, clutching her blanket tighter, a cold fear replacing her usual comfort. Please, don't go. She could feel the stars struggle, a silent cry echoing her own past loss, a terrifying sense of helplessness washing over her as she witnessed her friend's silent battle against an invisible, Overwhelming force. Luna felt herself slipping. The pull was too strong, a tidal force eroding her defiance. She could feel her form beginning to loosen. The first terrifying sensation of the long plunge starting in that moment of impending loss. Gazing down at Elara's small, upturned face pale with fear in the moonlight, Luna made a choice. It wasn't defiance born of anger, but of pure, selfless love. If she could not stay, she would not simply vanish. With a final, monumental surge of her very essence, she pushed not against the falling, but into it, directing her core, her light, her memories, her unwavering affection for the little girl below. Instead of a streak of light, Luna exploded in a silent supernova of pure, condensed emotion, a shower of countless, minuscule points of light, warm and gold-like captured sunlight, erupted from where she had been, not falling, but floating gently downwards, like luminous dandelion seeds caught on a slow, celestial breeze. The shimmering cloud descended, swirling playfully on the night air before gently settling over Elara's backyard. Each tiny spark didn't fade. Instead, it pulsed with a soft, familiar, golden warmth. Elara, tears now streaming freely but touched with wonder, slowly stood as the tiny lights drifted around her, landing softly on the grass, on her blanket, even in her hair. She realized they weren't just lights, they were fireflies, but unlike any others. Their glow was the exact warm gold of Luna's steadfast light. They danced around her, weaving patterns of comfort in the air, their gentle hum a soothing lullaby replacing the silence of the night. The overwhelming fear dissolved, replaced by a profound sense of peace and enduring connection. Luna hadn't fallen. She had transformed. Her refusal wasn't defiance, but the ultimate gift of presence. Years flowed like the nearby stream. Elara grew, but she never truly left the cottage by the whispering woods. She became the village storyteller, her voice weaving tales under the night sky, often seated in her moonlit backyard. And always, always she was surrounded by her constellation of golden fireflies. They danced around her as she spoke, their light a gentle echo of the star who chose love over oblivion. Children listened, wide-eyed, to the story of the star that refused to fall, learning that true light never truly vanishes. They learned that love, in its purest form, can reshape destiny, refusing the cold pull of endings and transforming loss into a legacy of enduring, gentle warmth that continues to glow, softly and defiantly, in the quiet corners of the world forever.